Mike Mussallem retired as the CEO of Edwards Life Sciences in 2023 and as chairman in 2024. But the legacy he left behind and the impact that he's made on the medical technology industry and on patients will live on for years to come. Mike grew up in Gary, Indiana, in a working-class family, one of 3 brothers. His oldest brother, George, had Down syndrome, and early on, Mike saw the importance of treating everyone with compassion and respect. During high school, Mike showed an interest in math and science, which would ultimately lead him to a major in chemical engineering at the Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. But early in his engineering career, he met some medical technology professionals, sparking his curiosity and his interest in MedTech, and ultimately his career in the emerging and growing field. His first position in the MedTech industry was at Baxter International, giving him a chance to gain experience and responsibility and to get noticed. He started working there in 1979 and fell in love with the cardiac business, which was evolving at Baxter. He led the cardiovascular business there from 1994 until 2000, when Baxter spun it off into Edwards Life Sciences, and Mike became the chair and CEO of Edwards. Today, Edwards is the leading global structural heart innovation company. It was at Edwards under Mike's leadership that the work of the Edwards team would truly revolutionize heart valve replacement for aortic stenosis patients with transcatheter aortic valve replacement, known as TAVR, giving patients a way to fix their failing aortic valve without open heart surgery.
Mike was a leader in surgical valves early on in his leadership of Edwards Life Sciences. And then he made an incredibly bold move of starting in structural heart disease and buying a company for TAVR. And Mike basically bet the ranch on this new technology, which bespeaks to the innovative gene that he has and is an attribute to his success.
I've had the privilege of working with Mike Mussallem since the very beginning of Edwards Life Sciences. Mike is a visionary, but more than that, he's a values-driven leader. He's deeply principled and always does the right thing, even when it's hard.
I think Mike also led from his heart, and I think that's what created this very strong passion and connection to making a difference for patients. Under his leadership, Edwards did things that people didn't think were possible. He was a risk taker. He was committed and persistent and determined to make those innovations happen for patients.
Joy Spencer Smith's connection to Mike Mussallem is truly heartfelt. When her doctors told her that her aortic stenosis was getting worse and that she would need valve replacement, she had the TAVR procedure as part of a clinical trial in 2019. A few years later, she was invited to the patient experience at Edwards, a true full-circle moment where she met Mike and the team at Edwards responsible for the valve, which enabled her to enjoy the life she loves.
There are no words. You're just speechless. When you look at them putting that valve together, you know that's going in you to help you continue to live and your heart beat and do the things that you think is important for you to do. It is speechless. There are no words. No words. This valve was just here just a minute ago, and now it's in a human body, and the body is beating. When you look at Mike, I see that energy of wanting things to be the best. I knew that was something that came out of Mike's spirit and soul. That was what he was born to do. You're so blown away by the miracle of it all.
Mike was always focused on the patient first, through his leadership at Edwards and through the work he did on behalf of the industry at AdvaMed.
Mike's had a profound effect on AdvaMed in particular, but the industry. I mean, think about AdvaMed from being a chairman to being almost leading every committee at some point or another. But the thing I respect most about Mike, many people when they're in the chair roles, they obviously deliver. When they get out of it, maybe you can't find them. Mike was always the guy you needed him because he had a Washington relationship. He might have had a patient relationship. He always stepped in.
When I think of great CEOs, I immediately think of Mike Mussallem, not just because of his incredible intellect, which is so high, but also because of his compassion, his love of people, the people who work with him at Edwards, but more importantly, the patients that he served in his role. Mike was really, as a CEO, one of one.
While at the helm of Edwards, Mike inspired a culture of giving, encouraging employees to improve the communities where they live and work, and establishing the Edwards Life Sciences Foundation, which focuses on improving the quality of life of patients and people facing barriers. He and his wife Linda are co-founders of the Linda and Mike Mussallem Foundation. Mike and Linda both grew up with brothers who had Down syndrome, so they were aware of the critical health care, educational, and social resources needed by people with Down syndrome and their families, and that has always been a cause they've supported. Linda and Mike are also co-founders of the Mussallem CHD Alliance, a new initiative dedicated to saving and improving the lives of people born with congenital heart defects. And in 2024, a transformative gift from Linda and Mike brought a significantly expanded scope and a new name to Stanford University's Biodesign Center.
The amazing thing about Mike's endowment gift to Stanford Biodesign is that it isn't just about investing in one product. It's about investing in people and their capability as innovators to continue to develop many products over the course of their lifetime, which would impact millions more. The Stanford Mussallem Center for Biodesign is all about training innovators to tackle today's problems as well as those into the future.
So Mike, on behalf of AdvaMed, our board of directors, and the entire MedTech community, congratulations on the Lifetime Achievement Award. It was well earned and well deserved. God bless you.